It is time to connect the dots this morning. We take a story that's complicated and put it into context for you. Some major changes are coming to Planned Parenthood. The organization says it will no longer accept money from the federal government. So what does that mean for people who rely on their services? Our Jen Sullivan connects the dots.
The White House and Planned Parenthood are clashing over how to run things. Let's connect the dots. Since the 1970s, the federal government has given Planned Parenthood money to help cover healthcare costs for low-income communities. It's called the Title X program. Under it, the organization gets about $286 million a year. That money helps pay for things like birth control. But now the organization says they don't want that money. The reason? In exchange for those federal dollars, the Trump administration wants to block Planned Parenthood from talking to patients about abortion services, or even referring patients to places that perform the procedure. The president of Planned Parenthood says, no way. Instead, they'll dip into emergency funds to help cover healthcare costs for their patients. And several states say they'll come up with ways to raise funds. The Department of Health and Human Services says roughly 4 million Americans rely on those services. And depending on which state you live in, some clinics may suffer more than others financially. And we just connected the dots.